Hi, I'm Jason Boxer. I'm an early childhood educator, a product of Manhattan Beach Schools, and a candidate for school board. I graduated from Mira, Costa in 2011, and then I earned a Bachelor's of Science in Educational Theater. I put that degree to use teaching in New York City public schools for more than 5 years. When I wasn't in the classroom, I was helping to run one of our nation's most recognized literacy nonprofits, overseeing fundraising, budgeting, and volunteer management for school programming that reached more than 60,000 students every single year. And before all of that, in 1998, I stood right here to participate in Pacific Elementary's most time-honored tradition, the Kinderthon. You don't get events like the Kinderthon in New York City. You don't get the entire neighborhood turning out to watch you waddle around a field. You may not have access to a field this beautiful. You may not have a teacher as loving as Mrs. Walsh standing right next to you on the start line. Our schools are incredible, and I didn't have to learn that moving here late in life. I grew up here. And because I grew up here, I know that our schools can do even better. In the 2001 to 2002 school year, Pacific spent every moment of every school day here at the former middle school site. It was a moment that mirrors our present one pretty well, actually. Local fundraising efforts had meant that our schools could get a much-needed facelift, while a deficient state education budget meant we were going to be laying off the teachers who would teach in those renovated schools. We were getting ready to go back to an entirely new campus, and I wasn't sure if my third grade teacher, Mrs. Bartlett, who taught me in this classroom, was going to be coming back with us. I am not running for a seat on this board because I have kids in the district. I'm running because I was a kid in this district, and budget cuts impacted my education. I'm ready to bring the energy of a young person, of a community organizer, of an advocate, to fight tooth and nail for more public education funding. And even as I look ahead to a future free of budget emergencies, I am razor-focused on the problems of this moment. Empty schools, parents working double duty, watching their children and working a full-time job. Teachers and students alike completely thrown for a loop as to what education should look like. I have extensive experience teaching online, and I'm ready to put that to use as we navigate the challenges of distance learning. This is a novel virus creating novel problems, and we need new voices to solve it. Our kids are counting on us to get this right, and I won't let them down. I won't pretend. I'm not what you voted for in the past. But I'm asking you to think about what's important to you, what's relevant to you in a candidate in this race. I'm asking you to reject the premise that someone could be unqualified for this board just because of their age, when they have dedicated their entire professional life to working in schools. I'm asking you to think of MBUSD as a leader, as an example to school districts like ours, not just in the way that we're going to weather the storm of this pandemic, but in the way that we are going to harness the incredible resources in this community to enact a bold, ethical, and democratic vision for public schools. This is a vision that takes care of our young people. This is a vision that protects the professional dignity of our teachers. And this is a vision that is proud of the students we produce. Proud enough that if they run hard in the Kinderthon and they work hard in school, they can grow up to be leaders in our district. I'm asking you to vote for Jason Boxer for school board on November 3rd.